Hi, it's Cookie here. I'm making a video about my tattoos and piercings because people keep asking me about them, so I thought I would make a video to kind of explain them and whatnot. So I'm going to start with my piercings, I think. So, okay, I have snake bites, which are the two lip rings at the bottom of my lips. I have my Monroe done, which is the top of my lip. I have my nose, my tongue. I have double zero, is it? I don't know, 10 mil. I have 10 mil. My ear stretched 10 mil. I have my tragus pierced, and that's it at the moment. So, okay, so everyone's pain tolerances are different. So I'm going to tell you my kind of pain ratings for them, but obviously don't take them as that will how it be for you, because it might not be. So my lip piercings, I would pain rating of having them pierced, I'd say maybe a 3. During the healing process though, I'd say goes up to maybe a 5, because it's your lip, so it's a bit kind of inconvenient when they swell and it's quite difficult to eat. My Monroe, I'd say the same. My tragus, that was a 2, and I'd say a 2 or 3 for pain rating, because it really didn't feel like much at all. It was only kind of painful when I put headphones in my ears, because it would push it forwards, and that was a little bit painful. My stretching my ears, I kind of stretched them too soon, which was just do not do. It is more painful when you stretch it before it's healed, and it can tear your ear, so it's not a smart thing to do. But pain rating 4 or 5 maybe. And my nose was actually quite painful. Everyone says this is kind of an easy piercing, but for me it wasn't. She used a gun, which I wouldn't recommend anyone gets a nose piercing with a gun, because the piercing gun jammed in my nose and she had to kind of ram it in and to get it out, and yeah, it was a pain in the arse and it wasn't very nice. But the healing process for that was really easy, so I'd put the pain rating at about a 5 because of the gun getting jammed, and the healing process a 2. It's not a problem. And my tongue, pain rating for getting it pierced, I would say maybe a 5. Sorry, I just had a drink. But the healing process for a tongue is quite horrific, because your tongue swells up like 3 times its size, and you have this massive bar in your tongue, so it's difficult to eat. And I was, for the first week, I was just eating soup and yogurt, because that's all I could manage. And if you have your tongue pierced, ice lollies, ice cream, it is your best friend, believe me. Okay, so I think that's all the piercings. And my tattoos. Okay, we'll start with the first, which was an angel at the bottom of my back, and it's supposed to be her sitting on her knees facing away, but it ended up looking like a penis. Yup. So that sucks, and I'm going to get that covered at some point. My second tattoo was a rose in a heart with tribal either side, and that was at the top of my back. Pain ratings for both of those, I kind of almost fell asleep during both of them. I find getting tattooed quite relaxing most of the time. So pain ratings for them, maybe a 3. Healing wasn't really an issue. You just have to keep up to date with basically lubing it up and not scratching. Do not scratch. Then I had stars up my ribs, which it's not painful, but it's kind of uncomfortable. And well, it was for me anyway. I put that pain rating at probably about 4 or 5. Then I did have Japanese on my wrist, which said Dad, but it kind of sucked, so I ended up getting that covered, but we'll get to that. I also have a rose and tribal on my wrist, which I also want covered up. Well, I'm getting it covered up. My wrist, I actually quite like my wrist being tattooed, so I'd rate that probably about 2 or 3. It's really not bad at all. I'm not doing this in order anymore because I'm losing track. I have my old school microphone up the other side of my ribs with some Michael Jackson lyrics on them from the song Smile. It says smile through your fear and sorrow. And again, pain rate for that, same as the other side of my ribs. I also have a pin-up girl on my leg, which I got when I was 17 and a half, and it's still not finished because I just keep getting other tattoos. Pain rate for that, it's not painful on your leg, but I kept like getting twitches in certain places, which was really weird, and it just felt dodgy. So pain rate for that, 3 or 4. I have my chest tattoo, which says stay strong and have faith in yourself. That didn't hurt at all. I'd rate that probably a 3 or 4. Because, well, yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I have PlayStation symbols across my fingers, which they didn't really hurt either. I'd rate them at maybe a 3 or 4. I have an anchor on my one hand, which I also put as 3 or 4. I have Daddy's Girl written on both of my hands, and I'd rate them about the same. I have a sleeve of dream catchers with roses, butterflies, and it has my cat's name tags on them. And most of the arm wasn't too bad really. I'd rate it about a 4. But the inner bicep for me was awful. I'd probably rate that maybe a 6, 7 at push. That wasn't nice for me at all. Then I have a snake wrapped around a dagger and a rose on my inner leg at the bottom. That was okay as well, 3 or 4 rating. Sorry. And then I have my Michael Jackson sleeve, which isn't finished yet either, but it's fucking beautiful. It has his signature on it at the top. The portrait at the top is from his Bad album. You can also see, obviously, his legs doing his tippy toe thing. And it has some lyrics from the song Keep the Faith, because that song means a lot to me. And it's got MJ with wings and a crown on it. And another one at the bottom of him doing his thing when he's dancing, which is awesome. And all of that wasn't very painful. I'd probably put it as a 4. And my newest tattoo is my Underboob Tattoo, which is kind of a lacy mandala kind of style. And pain rating for just the outlining was fine. I'd put it at about maybe a 5, in some places a 6. But then the detail in it had to be done with a really fine needle, and I have quite a high pain tolerance, but it was excruciating. It felt like someone was just slicing me with a razor blade, and I would put the pain a 9 or a 10 because I had to tap out. I could not get it finished. It was just too painful, and it's currently healing. I only had it done a couple of days ago. And it's still really sore and it's swollen a bit, but it's beautiful and it's worth it, and I'll get it finished in a couple of weeks. So I Oh, I also have one on my foot, which is my mum's handwriting that says, "Don't look back, you're not going that way." Yeah, that wasn't really painful either. I'd probably say maybe a 4. So I think that's all my tattoos and piercings. Don't hold me to that because I might have forgotten something. But yeah, I kind of hope this has helped or has been interesting for you. So, I don't know. I hope it was alright. I'll try and make more videos. I know I keep saying that and I keep not doing it, so I apologise for that. But yeah, I hope you're all okay and I love each and every one of you. Bye bye.